So Michelle Obama did a rally the other day for Kamala Harris, and this particular moment here is going viral. She's going to paint a vivid picture for you about what it looks like in a post-Roe America, and then in particular a post-Roe America where Republicans are in control and Republican states are going wild and banning abortion very early on, if not complete and outright bans, and the fact that many Republicans want a national abortion ban and what that could look like. Listen to this.
So to the men who love us, let me just try to paint a picture of what it will feel like if America, the wealthiest nation on earth, keeps revoking basic care from its women, and how it will affect every single woman in your life. Your girlfriend could be the one in legal jeopardy if she needs a pill from out of state or overseas, or if she has to travel across state lines because the local clinic closed up. Your wife or mother could be the ones at higher risk of dying from undiagnosed cervical cancer because they have no access to regular gynecological care. Your daughter could be the one too terrified to call the doctor if she's bleeding during an unexpected pregnancy. Your niece could be the one miscarrying in her bathtub after the hospital turned her away. And this will not just affect women, it will affect you and your sons. The devastating consequences of teen pregnancy won't just be borne by young girls, but also by the young men who are the fathers. They too will have their dreams of going to college. Their entire future is totally upended by an unwanted pregnancy. If you and your partner are expecting a child, you will be right by her side at the checkups, terrified if her blood pressure is too high, or if there's an issue with the placenta, or if the ultrasound shows that the embryo was implanted in the wrong place, and the doctors aren't sure that they can intervene to keep the woman you love safe. If your wife is shivering and bleeding on the operating room table during a routine delivery gone bad, her pressure dropping as she loses more and more blood, or some unforeseen infection spreads and her doctors aren't sure if they can act, you will be the one praying that it's not too late. You will be the one pleading for somebody, anybody, to do something. And then there is the tragic but very real possibility that in the worst case scenario, you just might be the one holding flowers at the funeral. You might be the one left to raise your children alone. See, these are just some of the ways women die during childbirth. And I don't want to be a downer, y'all. But in many cases, there is no warning, and things go bad very quickly. And when it happens, every second of hesitation or delay can lead to devastating outcomes. So I am asking y'all from the core of my being to take our lives seriously. Please, do not put our lives in the hands of politicians, mostly men, who have no clue or do not care about what we as women are going through.
Damn. Look, Republicans are the dog that caught the car, and they don't know what to do. That's what it is. They're the dog that caught the car, and now they're stuck. They don't know what to do. They're clueless. Trump appoints 3 Supreme Court justices. They overturn Roe v. Wade. There is massive, colossal backlash to that. In 2022, in the midterms, it was supposed to be a red wave. It wasn't. One of the main reasons was abortion. You can't have a right for decades and decades and decades and then take a right away. It's a right. It's not supposed to be on the table to be taken away, right? But that's what happened. That's what happened. This was one of the strongest arguments in favor of Democrats in the 2022 midterms, and it landed. This is still one of the strongest arguments in favor of Democrats in 2024. It's not even like an affirmative, like, hey, we're good. It's like, these motherfuckers are insane, bro. They're insane. Look at the nightmare stories coming out of various states. What was that girl in Kentucky, her name, where she was like raped by her stepfather, and it was just a nightmare to try to get an abortion. I mean, you have some states where it's like a dozen states where it's near total abortion ban. Some states have no exceptions. Other states have few exceptions, but the bar for like the life of the mother to be threatened, they're basically like, hey, if you're not literally bleeding out and dying right in front of our eyes, there's nothing we can do for you. Sorry. There's already been a lot of deaths as a result of this, man. There's already been a lot of deaths. And so this is one of the strongest issues for Democrats, and Michelle Obama painting a super vivid picture about what the country looks like under Republican rule. And will that be enough to drive people to the polls? I mean, 2022 was any indication, then yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be. And look, it'll be incumbent on Democrats. I don't know if they'll have the numbers, but you got to sign a law to protect basically the exact same provisions as Roe v. Wade, right? Fetal viability, all that stuff. But it needs to be a right in every state up to that certain line again where, we're pro-choice as a country. And that's what the polling shows people want. And it is this and election denialism are the two biggest points for Democrats where their advantage electorally is through the roof, right? And so here she is painting that picture, and when you think about it in stark terms like she's laying out, yeah, this affects real lives. This affects real lives. It's not just some, academic, highfalutin, pie-in-the-sky thing that's theoretical. It's about other people. No. This affects real lives. You have Republicans who want to ban... J.D. Vance said this. He wants to ban women. If you live in a red state and you need reproductive health care, he wants to ban you from going across state lines to a blue state to get health care. Think about that. They want... In a lot of red states, Republicans have floated this idea of if a doctor performs an abortion, let's treat that doctor like a murderer and charge them criminally. This is the shit they're running on, bro. This is what they're running on. If you're a Democrat, you don't even have to say shit. You're just pointing at them like, look, you want that? You want that? Okay. You want that? You sure? So, goddamn. She really hit him hard on that. And from what I've seen to this point, the closing argument from Kamala has been more economics. I mean, we showed you she has 2 ads she's been running where basically hits Trump for being corrupt, for selling out to billionaires, hits Elon Musk, shows a picture of him with Jeffrey Epstein. Really, really fucking solid ads. She's been leaning into that economic populism down the stretch. But this is Michelle Obama trotting out the classic arguments because they know it works. You know who else knows it works? Trump. Trump famously said when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, this is going to fuck us. That's what Trump said. Well, we're about to find out now, aren't we? All right, guys. That's the show, y'all. Love y'all very much. Everybody knows the drill. Please do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you do one thing, subscribe to the channel. That helps out massively and keeps the videos circulating around the algorithm and whatnot. Need that. Need that in order for the show to keep growing. Unlike many other outlets, we're actually independent here. We're not just new corporate media like other so-called independent media channels. We only take money through Patreon, which is you guys, tips on YouTube, which is you guys, or the default ads on YouTube. No talking to advertisers, no talking to corporations, no talking to billionaires, no talking to foreign governments, none of that bullshit. Very proud of that fact. There's very few of us remaining, if I don't say so myself, that actually believed in the original mission of independent media. So anyway, thank you for having this show thrive. We got an election coming up soon. I'm looking forward to it. Keep coming back here, and I'll keep feeding you the news stories. See you later, y'all. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.